I have a comment.
Yes, Craig.
Yes.
Go
For
on.
me, I can say it's a human right, but obviously in terms of priorities, we should give like food, shelter, clothing first. Then yes, this is a human right, but lower priority.
Okay. I have heard stories of people who will go hungry, but go and get credit. Credit is to communicate, to go to the internet.
Yeah, so now it's them who choose to put that as a higher priority. So we
Okay,
put
it
that
is their
here first.
decision to make that a priority.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. If I get the arguments I had 25 years ago, I will share. I think I have them somewhere. I had an argument which was convincing at that time. Should broadband Wi-Fi be access be a human right?
Uh, Personally, I think it's a secondary need for humans, and as for instance, where the government is involved in the development and provision of broadband, as they put maybe water and electricity, I think it's a good thing that it should come along those lines.
Okay, okay, very good. So to you, it's a secondary need.
Not really basic, but as it's the same way electricity is not basic, but we need it. Like it's a contribution to our daily lives, a great
Yes.
contribution to our daily lives. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Any final comment from anyone else? Yes, Immaculate. Wi-Fi is basic, especially for comrades. What? Immaculate, can you explain why comrades? Why only comrades? What about anybody else who is not a comrade? Can you unmute Immaculate and tell us? There seems to be some people who find this one very funny. Non-comrades like myself. It is not a right. Okay, this is not the first time this issue has been discussed. It has been discussed at ITU. ITU is the International Telecommunications Union. It's been discussed at Broadband Commission, which is an international organization, a UN organization. And they almost declared it as a human right, as a basic human right. But they fell short. And I think the arguments are like the arguments you guys are making. It is definitely important and critical for us to function as humans. But cannot be at the same level as access to water, to clothing, to housing, to those kind of rights. And we declared education as a basic right in Kenya, didn't we? In which case, everybody is entitled to at least basic education. So there has been arguments. This is not the first time this is coming up. There has been arguments on this issue across the globe. So another characteristic is economic models being based on services and knowledge. If you look at many countries, particularly industrial countries, they are moving into services, into knowledge as part of the economic drivers for countries. Agriculture, if you look at Kenya, for example, agriculture was for a long time the main contributor to GDP. In many developed countries, manufacturing industry is a big contributor to GDP. But many countries, even including Kenya, have moved to services like financial services, like IT, and now into knowledge, into R&D and innovation as alternative economic models that are equally important. Kenya is a bit confused. We have not prioritized R&D and innovation. We did that when I was part of the development of the Science, Technology and Innovation Policy and Act around 2012. And we committed the government to commit 2.5% of GDP, 2% of GDP to R&D and innovation. That was at that time around 2012. That is when it was Kibaki's time. It was just before elections of 2012. Around that time, 2% of GDP was more than 100 billion. So we were imagining that more than 100 billion at that time. Now it's more than, because our GDP has grown, more than 100 billion, would be devoted to funding research and innovation in universities and research institutions, and into innovation and creating local solutions that can be scaled and even exported. But the government has never committed this money to R&D. The best they did one time, 1 year, they gave 3 billion for R&D and gave it to universities and so on and so forth. And 3 billion is nothing. It's a very minor thing, and it was only for 1 year. So the government has never prioritized, although it's a law. So if there was a somebody could take the government to court for not obeying the law, because the law says commit out of the resources of the country, commit 2% of GDP to R&D. But who are we? The government has disobeyed the law, and it continues to disobey it every year. The other driving force is the huge social and cultural impacts of IT. And this has evolved over time, and it has sometimes positive and negative impacts on privacy, ethics, and even identity. And now with emerging technologies and automation, this is reshaping many industries, creating all kinds of things, efficiencies, productivity, etc. But at the same time, raising very difficult issues around morality and ethics and all kinds of issues. So the information age, there are positives and negatives on it, as we discussed with question 1, or assignment 1, that I had given, and many of the people have given, made presentations. Any comment on this introduction to information age? So if we move forward then, and look at some of the applications of information systems, and start with enterprise applications. And the first question that I ask there is, how can enterprise applications achieve operational excellence and customer intimacy? This is also one of the issues that was highlighted in the curriculum, the impact of information systems on operational excellence and customer intimacy. Operational excellence has been a basic application of information systems. Customer intimacy is a more recent one. So we can talk about ERP systems as the first one. How do they achieve operational excellence? They streamline workflows, reduce redundancies through looking at processes and increasing efficiencies in those processes, enhancing data accuracy, managing resources more efficiently, and being able to make informed decisions based on data, based on information. So this has been a traditional application of information systems in organizations. Now, customer intimacy is gained a lot of prominence as we moved on. And this is where we provide a unified view of customer orders, because there will be an order management module in an ERP system. Deliveries, service histories, improve responsiveness to customer needs, and basically allow customer-centric personalization of services. And the reason why do you need customer intimacy is because you want to retain the customer, because they are giving you value by buying your products or buying your services. This should be one of the important requirements for an information system. And an ERP achieves that through these various ways. But this is not the only enterprise application. We have CRM systems, customer relationship management systems, and they also achieve similar, the two things, operational excellence and customer intimacy. Starting with operational excellence, they automate customer-related tasks, improve efficiency in managing customer communications. They track leads, potential customers, and inquiring, handling inquiries from customers. With respect to customer intimacy, they enable personalized interactions by providing insights into customer preferences, their purchase histories, and feedback. Because if you look at their purchase histories, you can know what they like, and therefore try to target them with more of what they like. Feedback is important because it gives you an idea of what the customer would rather have, or how you can improve your product offering or your service offering to the customer. They're telling you, I don't like this aspect of this product or this service. So this always will help an organization to tailor experiences and build long-term relationships with the customers, because you don't want to lose customers. If anything, you want to gain more customers, but you don't gain more customers while losing existing customers. So customer intimacy is very important. So this is how CRMs or CRM systems, customer relationship management systems, would achieve those two aspects that are important impacts of information systems. The other one is supply chain management systems, which tend to also, both this CRM could be, and in most ERPs, they would have a CRM module. In most ERPs, they would also have a supply chain management module. But these kind of systems improve operational excellence by improving logistics, Inventory management. This is supply chain, right from the supplier to the customer. Inventory management and supplier relationships, reducing costs and delivery times while boosting efficiency. This is the last time I'm allowing anybody. Actually, I should not allow. It's too late. They achieve customer intimacy by faster and reliable deliveries, enhancing customer satisfaction, real-time tracking, allowing for transparent communication with the customers about status and availability of whatever it is they are looking for. So customers can be able to track and communicate about the status of whatever it is they have ordered. If, for example, you have ordered something from Amazon.com, you can be able to track through the SCM modules of their ERP where it is, and be able to know when it will get to Nairobi and then it will be delivered to you. So this is supply chain management. BI systems. Operational excellence, they identify trends and inefficiencies. They enable proactive management of operations, reduce waste, and optimize resources that way. And BI systems will also be part of ERP systems, will be a module to provide business intelligence as part of an ERP system, but they can also come separately as information systems. They achieve customer intimacy by analyzing customer behavior and preferences. They help companies anticipate customer needs, create personalized experiences, and make data-driven marketing decisions. Marketing is an important point. Whom do you target for a particular service, for a particular product? And I'm sure you have received lots of, in your email, lots of marketing materials targeting you because they have information about you from all kinds of sources. And they would want to capture you as a customer. And marketing automation systems. And this, if you have a separate marketing automation systems, most of marketing tends to be part of customer relationship management system, but you can also have separate marketing systems. So from an operational excellence perspective, they reduce the manual work in marketing, standardize marketing workflows, and of course, increase marketing campaign efficiency, because in marketing campaign, you are targeting non-customers and seeing whether they can become your customers, interest them in your products and services. They achieve customer intimacy through providing insights into customer engagement and behavior, allowing marketers to create personalized, targeted campaigns that improve customer loyalty and engagement. So those are some of the ways enterprise systems would deal with operational excellence and customer intimacy as examples. Any questions or any other systems that you think as enterprise systems would also achieve operational excellence or customer intimacy? Let me hear your thoughts. Anybody? Some of the systems you came across during your internship, do you think they would achieve these two aspects of information systems? operational excellence and customer intimacy. Anyone? Okay, we'll move on then. There are no comments. The next issue is about e-commerce. Is another important topic within this. So we have dealt with the enterprise systems, e-commerce systems, and here we are asking the same questions. How do digital markets, and digital markets have got goods and services, how do they achieve operational excellence? And we'll ask the same question about customer intimacy. Digital markets, and I'm sure you are familiar with digital markets. A lot of you buy things online. And organizations or digital platforms can be created for to bring together buyers and sellers. So they do process automation as part of operational excellence. Their workflows are automated right from order processing to customer support. So when you order from a digital platform, that process is all automated, all the way to supporting you after you got the product or the service that they were providing. They reduce manual errors, lower costs, and ensure faster response times, which is really critical for large transaction volumes. If you're talking about a very busy e-commerce platform where many people are coming in to buy things, or others are coming in to display their products for purchase by customers. I told you that in many universities you find students who would create e-commerce platforms and sell books they don't need, utensils they don't need, household items they don't need, and new students who are joining university can be able to purchase at a cheaper cost, because when you have finished your university and you're going into the workplace, you don't need some of the things you are using in universities. That might be the last time you will look at some of the books you purchased and you want to sell them. So those e-commerce platforms, and I've seen students in the past, in fourth year students, trying to create a platform for students to sell whatever it is, even clothing, apart from academic oriented and personal household things, clothing. People can be able to sell clothes. I know some of the students, I remember one of the students was one of the fourth year students a few years ago. He used to miss class and he used to miss class to go to Gikomba to buy things and sell. Perhaps to make ends meet. So, but he didn't have to do that. He could have used education to to create a platform where people can come in and buy and still attend his classes. So process automation, data-driven decision making. So with access to huge transaction and behavioral data from the platform, from the e-commerce platform, digital markets can use data analytics to make informed decisions, because you have got so much information about the customers who are buying, the others who are displaying their products there, and so on and so forth. You can analyze all that data and make data-driven decisions. Predictive analytics can help in forecasting demand, optimizing pricing, and managing your inventory. And then you can use BI tools to provide insights into sales trends, to customer preferences, supply chain efficiency, proactive management and operational improvements. So these are aspects of how digital markets can achieve operational excellence. And I have a few more that I can put in there. Cloud infrastructure, because a lot of this will use cloud infrastructure. You can be able to scale your operations according to demand. You can ensure reliability during peak times without investing in additional physical infrastructure, IT infrastructure. Associated adaptability helps maintain fast response times, prevents downtime, and reduce operational costs associated with underused resources. So e-commerce platforms will tend to use cloud infrastructure to do their business of providing a platform for buyers, for sellers to purchase or sell their products. Supply chain optimization can also be used because you need supplies, or the product you're using need to be provided to the customers at the end of the day. If it is a platform for clothing, for shoes, for books, those things need to be delivered to the customer. So supply chain still comes in as it came in the enterprise applications to improve logistics, track inventory, and even optimize delivery routes. If you are talking about the last mile delivery, to me, wherever I am, you must look at which is the best route to deliver the products to me, where you will not face traffic, which is the shortest route, and so on and so forth. And yesterday I was some students, some past students who developed a platform which looks at routes with climate hazards. Like, for example, there are potholes that have been created by rain, too much rain, or there are floods because of a lot of rain. At the moment, Google Maps only gives you information about the shortest route, alternative routes, and only looks at traffic. It looks at the distance, it looks at traffic, but doesn't look at the surface of the road. What could be on the road? Could there be potholes? Could there be floods? Could there be something else? And I was telling this young man, you should just improve your platform and try to sell it to Google so that they can provide more than just distance and traffic, so that they can analyze the surface of the road and be able to advise people which is the best route to use. So you're optimizing more than 2 data points. You are optimizing several data points, or you're considering several data points. And I was very happy to thinking along those lines. Cybersecurity is important in an e-commerce platform because you have customer data. You need to keep it safe. You need to comply with data privacy regulations. And of course, you need to protect that data from breaches, from fraud, from cyber security threats. Otherwise, your customers will run away from that platform. And finally, performance management. You need to monitor KPIs, relevant KPIs, like order fulfillment accuracy. How long does it take? I mean, how accurate it is in order fulfillment. Continuous improvement frameworks such as Six Sigma to enhance your processes, reduce waste, and improve the user experience. So these are several ways you can use an e-commerce platform or digital market to improve operational excellence. Any questions, comments? Okay, we'll move to something else. Looks like today people are asleep. What about those digital markets achieving customer intimacy? How do you think we can achieve this? One of the ways is, yes. I want to hear your views first before I show this. Yes, how can we use e-commerce platforms to achieve customer intimacy? Yes.
I think some of the ways that e-commerce platforms can be used to achieve customer intimacy can be creating personalized discounts for different products. So from viewing some of the things that are in their wish lists or things that they have viewed recently, you can give them discounts with such products. I think additionally, once they buy products, I think following up with them and trying to get to know how they're enjoying the products without necessarily forcing them to make a review on the platform makes it easy for some of these people to actually know that, quote unquote, the organization cares for the quality that they give their customers.
Very good, very good, very good, Melissa. Anybody else? How can e-commerce platforms, digital markets achieve customer intimacy? Yes, Jerry.
I don't know if this is on the customer's end or the business end. For example, there are very high rates of abandoned carts in most business platforms, e-commerce platforms. So what the e-commerce platforms can do is to analyze these abandoned carts and maybe prompt the customer and see if they're still interested in the products. And yeah, maybe the customer is now in a position to buy, and this can help the customer feel they have been noticed.
Okay, very good. That they have, this platform cares, or this organization cares for them. Very good, Jerry. Anybody else? Achieving customer intimacy with the e-commerce platforms?
I think e-commerce platforms giving their customers access to maybe communities and maybe customer assistants or help desks that are digitally available on the platforms will promote the customer intimacy with that particular product or the vendor doing the product.
Very good. Very good. Melissa, again?
I think another way to achieve customer intimacy, I think on the help desk issue, sometimes people get frustrated when maybe I've raised an issue. Let's say, for example, it's Uber Eats or any other platform where you've ordered for something and then it delays or is not delivered altogether. Sometimes I think for Uber Eats, it's difficult. I don't know if it's I'm not so sure, but one of the e-commerce platforms, it's very difficult to get your assistance directly. So maybe making sure that tickets are resolved quickly, or setting up help desks that are not necessarily automated ones, because most people prefer having the human touch, but some of these organizations should have local customer I'm trying to remember the name. The customer service agents, they should have people who can attend to them quickly, rather than having one common one where it can be a bit overwhelming to resolve all issues. So basically, in all this, the sum up of all this is just reducing the time that it takes to resolve issues that are raised in help desks or by customer service.
Very good, very good, very good. I know you people, you are avid users of e-commerce platforms for buying your clothes, for buying your food, buying all kinds of things. So you'll be familiar with a lot of these things. So those are very good points that have been made. Yeah. So achieving personalized customer experience, I think that has been used. Mentioned. Data analytics to personalize customer journeys, from product recommendations to tailored marketing communications, AI-driven personalized engines, which will create recommendations and offer and make offers based on browsing behavior, purchase history, and so on and so forth. But we can also use CRM systems. It looks like CRM, you can't run away from CRM. You know this. You're selling things online. So customer relationship management is important. So with your centralized customer data, e-commerce platforms can track interactions and other targeted promotions, proactive support, and timely response to inquiries from customers. And customer support teams can then view complete histories and preferences of customers, and then you can personalize for effective service delivery. So those are some of the ways. Other ways is, I've given a few other ways, is omni-channel engagement, by engaging customers across multiple channels, because you can reach customers through emails, or social media, mobile apps, and so on and so forth. Those are all channels. And therefore, you are enabling customers to interact with your products, services on different platforms, on whatever they prefer, whatever platform they are comfortable with. And therefore, omnichannel integration then offers a seamless experience, and customers can switch from one channel to another with ease. And a lot of leading tier 1 banks in Kenya and Safaricom have implemented omnichannel. Is becoming a digital market platform. If you look at Safaricom, it has become almost like an e-commerce platform. You can do anything on that platform. It is not just buying credit. It is not just go to your Safaricom app and see what is available. I'm just opening it now, and what do you see that you can be able to do? I can see financial services, where you can do M-Pesa, M-Shwari, something called Mali. I don't know what Mali is. And there's many more. You can do insurance. You can there's entertainment. is rewarded. You can shop and gift. There's public sector, Hustler Fund, NSSF, mobile, and so on and so forth. Transport, you can book a flight, you can do trips. Madaraka experience, I don't know what that is. Oh, this is the railway thing. And then there's health and wellness. Probably you can book a doctor, and so on and so forth. There are events and experiences. Just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, we're going through the Safaricom app just as an illustration of the kind of things that they have. So you can see they become a kind of a place where you can do anything. And banks are also moving in the same direction. You can buy insurance from banks. You can buy tickets for all kinds of things. And they want to be relevant to their customers for whatever needs they have in their day-to-day life. So this is becoming, so a lot of organizations are becoming a platform where they can be, where customers can be able to do anything they want to do. So as you establish your organization, your businesses, your small, your startup, perhaps you should consider eventually making it a platform where customers can practically do anything, but you onboard one service at a time. Of course, you want to sell insurance, you have to negotiate with insurance companies and enable that service to be available in your platform. If you want to be selling tickets for airlines, you need to be able to negotiate all that. And of course, you're competing with other platforms that sell those services. So, so omni-channel, providing different channels to become a digital market where customers can access your services, your products through different channels. Then we have loyalty programs. This was mentioned earlier, and by one of the students. And the questions that I want to ask is, what loyalty programs are you familiar with and have made you loyal to the provider? I'm sure you're familiar with the loyalty programs that Safaricom provides, whether it is additional airtime, SMSs, whatever it is. What loyalty programs have made you loyal to a particular provider? Let me hear your thoughts or your experiences. Yes, there's Melissa, there's Devin. Let's start with Melissa.
So supermarkets, okay, so this might be for physical, but I think
Okay,
as
no
over
problem.
time, there are also, like Carrefour have an online platform where you also have the loyalty points when you shop. In a way, they do help with creating some sense of appreciation when you shop. Additionally, there is, I think, Oraimo, which is an online platform for buying. They have an online platform for buying electronics, where they do have quite. They give you points for whenever you shop, and I think there are also times where they also give free gifts with the times that you shop with them.
Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, those are examples. Tevin, what are you familiar with?
I hope I'm audible. So
Yes, you're audible, yes.
I'll just speak to two. The first one is a ride-hailing app, a recent one called Faras. I think they peered into the market right after Uber and Bolt had already established themselves. So I think what they did differently was that they have this promotion, say incentive called Faras Miles. So basically, it's the amount of mileage you cover for each of your trips. You're rewarded points, and with these points, you can either withdraw them as cash or airtime or credit for extra trips. And then the second one was when Bolt started their food service. Kenyans like free things. So I remember the first 1 month, they were giving guys 1,000 bob each week
Wow.
for you to get anything. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we abused it quite well. We felt appreciated. So, yeah, those are actually the two ones that I wanted to speak to.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Kenyans like free things. That's why they queued for their eyeballs to be taken for some few thousand shillings. Very good, Edwin, and then Ayman.
Right. There are some gyms. If you're a member at a gym, you get like, let's say if it's a gym in a hotel, so you get like 50% off the meals in the hotel, or like drinks,
Mm,
and even the rooms.
yes.
Yeah.
Very good, very good, very good. Before we come to Melissa, that was Ayman.
Yeah, so there's some food delivery apps. If you send the link and to a friend and the friend downloads it, you can get some amount, let's say like 300 or 500 off your next order. And even sometimes randomly, if you order a lot, you get like, let's say if you order above 1,000, you can get, let's say like 25% off. So I like such loyalty programs.
You like those? Very good, very good, very good. Melissa, you came back again.
Yeah. So if you've ever used bookings.com to make any bookings for a hotel that you want to sleep in, I think over time, as you progress, as you continuously make bookings on the bookings app, you are likely to get a free upgrade to like the next room or the next tier, or also get points that you can use for different different things that you would like to do when you're on the trip.
Very good. Edwin, again, thank you very much. I hope you have been using booking.com. Melissa.
Yes, I have.
Okay, very good. Edwin. I saw your hand.
Example is not my example is not in the e-commerce, but is this something called CRB. So there's CRB listings whereby data is collected and from various financial institutions based on the facilities people take and how they repay those facilities. So this information is useful when you're going to apply for a loan in another bank. They can check your score, and based on how you take facilities and repay those facilities on time, your score goes up or goes down. So it's some form of loyalty program, but not really beneficial in terms of getting something, but it's beneficial in aspect of how it presents you to a financial.
Yes. Excellent, excellent. Now, I am told that many of you are running your own businesses. That's why the class has only about 50 people out of probably 70 something or 80. So I wonder, I hope you're not selling merchandise in Ikomba like that young man several years back. I hope you are running proper, serious IT businesses. So if you're running your businesses, have you thought of loyalty programs? And I will not report you. Just talk about it. I will not report you if you talk about the loyalty programs for your business. We wouldn't. For me, we should encourage all of you to have businesses. You should graduate with a business at the end of your 4th year. That would be my wish. That everybody graduates with a business, and you can go and develop that business when you leave.
My network got disrupted for a bit. I don't know if you're still in the same. My network got disrupted for a second. Am I still the one still in the?
Yeah, but now I've asked a different question. I've asked if you're running your own business, what loyalty programs are you considering?
For my broadband business, when a client pays on time consecutively for 6 months, they get 30% of their next subscription payment. Also, if you bring a client to our network, a referral program, we give you 50% off on your subscription payment as soon as that person pays for their new subscription.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You're already on it. Anybody else? Thank you very much, Edwin. Anybody else who has considered, you might not have implemented, but you have considered a loyalty program in your business, whether it is virtual for the time being, it is not real, it will be created in future. Any loyalty programs you're thinking of? Yes, Ayman.
So, sir, I deal with silver. So I was thinking if someone orders
You deal with what? You deal with what, Ayman?
silver jewelry.
Or silver jewelry?
So I was thinking if someone orders, let's say after the first time, so the second time they can get the free delivery.
Is that so? You are thinking. You are still thinking.
Yeah.
Do your classmates know that you deal with silver?
Pardon?
Do your classmates know that because these are potential customers? So, or do you exclude them from? You think they can't afford?
No. I post on my status for all to see.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Anybody else? Thank you very much. It might not be existing, but you are thinking about it. Okay. The others who are running their business are shy to identify themselves, I assume. Okay, the last one was customer feedback.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir. I'd like to ask something.
Yes.
Um, and it's just still on this loyalty programs thing based on Safaricom and all the other telcos. Um, you notice that in countries like the West, especially Europe, US, phones are acquired on a plan.
Mhm.
So let's say I could get an iPhone 16 for 2,400 Kenya shillings a month. So you pay on a monthly basis, and I was just wondering why don't telcos in Kenya, lean towards certain programs like those, even where trade-ins, because even those telcos outside there do those trade-ins. So is it like a cost-benefit analysis, or why do they pursue that?
I don't know why they don't do it. But there's an organization that is doing it. What is the name of this organization? They assemble phones and they sell the phones on that basis. You pay slowly. And M Copper, very good, Gregory M Copper. My son works there, and I'm forgetting. Yes, M Copper. They put together a phone. I can't remember how much it is, and they sell it to particularly the lower cadre of society. But Safaricom has started because they are competing with Safaricom on selling phones. Safaricom is beginning to copy this, and therefore we are seeing a trend where Safaricom is beginning to copy this way of selling their phones, and maybe we will see more of that as we move forward, because they sell lots of phones in a day, in a month, in a year. These are not feature phones. These are the kind of phones you guys are looking for. So I think we will begin to see this. It has never. I don't know why they never moved in that direction in the first place. But I don't work for them, so I would never know why they never did this. And the concept of selling and buying slowly is something that is well established in many places. And the guarantee for you getting your phone and paying a very small amount and then paying every month is the same phone. So if you don't pay the phone, you can't use the phone anymore. They close the phone, and you can't use it. So that inconvenience makes you pay your phone because you can't do without a phone. Many people can't do without phone. As you're saying, in this information age, we are so reliant on communication and using the phone for all kinds of purposes that we can't do away with it. It is something that has been there for other things as well. I remember an organization which was selling pumps to farmers, and you buy a pump. Maybe the pump is something like 50,000 shillings, but you pay up to 100 shillings every month. I mean, every day. Actually, it was a daily payment. Many people can afford 100 shillings every day. And you continue paying like that until you finish the payment and the asset becomes yours. So this is something that has been proved in many sectors. Why telcos never moved in that direction, I don't know. But I hope that is useful. Kevin.
Very, very actually, yeah, lots of insight.
Yeah, very good. We move to the last item there on that slide, which is customer feedback, use of surveys, product reviews, social media, to gather insights and refine offerings based on customer feedback. Customer feedback is so critical because how do you make your customer stay? You need to constantly respond to their needs. So getting that feedback, addressing that feedback, then builds trust. The customer trusting your product, trusting you as a brand, and allows companies to adopt their offerings, align closely with customer expectations. So those are some of the ways in which digital platforms can enhance customer intimacy. A few others is proactive customer support. You can use AI-powered chatbots and support systems to provide instant response to customer inquiries. And I'm sure you have seen this with banks, with Safaricom, and others have implemented that, including the BRS, Business Registration Services. They implemented a chatbot that can help you to register your business, and so on and so forth. So they are becoming very popular. Proactive support mechanisms, such as personalized product suggestions or reminders based on browsing history, anticipating customer needs and improving satisfaction. So this is another one. The final one is enhanced transparency and communication. This is by keeping your customers informed about their orders from initial purchase to delivery, whether it is using supply chain management systems, order tracking, shipping updates, post-purchase follow-ups, that builds trust. And trust is critical in a customer. A customer stays with you because of the trust that they have built with you as the supplier of the product or service over time, and transparency. Regular updates on new products, special offers, company news maintain a connection with customers. So the customer wants to feel they are connected to you as an organization, as a brand, and builds that loyalty. And loyalty is critical for customers to stay with you. Of course, building that intimacy is essential for building a lasting loyalty. And of course, that loyalty means the customer continues to buy from you, and then you grow, and probably grow sustainably. So these are not just simple things of customer intimacy. They have a business value that we are talking about. The final thing that I want to talk about is this summary in terms of what strategies can you pursue to achieve customer intimacy. And one of them is becoming a customer-centric business with all the things that we have talked about. Whether it is, let me release an animal here which is disturbing me. So making the customer the center of your decisions, assisting them beyond the purchase of the product or service, and so on and so forth. And our technology, information systems have become invaluable tools to achieve this customer centrism. And many companies have made decisions or strategies to be customer centric, or customer centricity is one of their core values. If customer centricity is one of your core values, like I know Safaricom, customer centricity is one of its strategies. And that is the reason why they have become an e-commerce platform, or a platform where you can be able to do anything that you would wish to do. And as I mentioned, many banks are also moving in that direction. So we are going to see a lot of diversification of institutions because of this platform business. You can be able to do anything beyond the traditional business that you were set up to do. And this customer-centric phenomenon can be achieved using technology, as we have seen with the examples where we have seen in the past. Be where your customers are. So you should be accessible to your customers wherever they are, even when they do not have internet connection. You are available offline. You are available on email. You are available on an app. You are available on all kinds of channels. So wherever customers are, they have access to you as a business. Understanding your customer journey is critical. Is another strategy. And we have illustrated how how information systems can be used to understand customer journeys. You can look at your customers from all the touch points that you have with them and understand them much more closely, and therefore tailor products towards them. This is the last slide. Personalization is critical. So personalization is one of the strategies that many businesses are pursuing these days. Being able to personalize the product, the service to the interest, to the likes, to the habits of the customer. And we have seen how personalization has been used, how information systems has been used to personalize, whether it is segmenting customers, product recommendations, targeted messaging to customers according to their needs, and so on and so forth. Using data to make the right decisions. This is where you use data analytics, BI tools to understand your customers and making decisions that drive your business growth. So that is another strategy, offering a complete solution. So when customers come to you, they want to see you as one-stop shop. They don't get this service, and then they have to go somewhere else to go and get another service. And therefore, they prefer a place where they can get everything. So, for example, you go to Safaricom, you get your data, you can book your flight, you can buy a ticket to go to, you can book your restaurant, you can do everything. You get everything from one place. So become a one-stop shop. But can information systems, rather than becoming one-stop shop, can information systems be useful to offer complete solutions? What are your thoughts? Any thoughts on how we can use information systems to offer a complete solution? Okay, the last two that I want to talk about is the voice of the customer and listening to the voice of the customer. So we have seen those in terms of whether it is getting feedback from customers, analyzing customer problems, and so on and so forth, complaints, suggestions. That is part of listening to the customer. And of course, don't just look at the suggestions and complaints and challenges, but do something about them. And that will retain the customer. And implement proactive customer support. So those are some of the ways that we can, or some of the strategies we can achieve intimacy, customer intimacy. And when you start your business, you should probably consider some of these strategies so that you can retain your customers and grow your business. We'll stop there for now. When we meet on Thursday, I want us to continue with the presentations. So Thursday will increasingly become a time to clear all the presentations, and then we continue with the lectures on the next Tuesday. So we'll stop there for now, and you have a good day. We'll see you on Thursday. Thank